Here's a controversial opinion. Social anxiety is a decision, and it's a decision that you've made. And it's your responsibility. In other words, it's your fault. Triggered? Good. Because you know and I know that something has to be done to fix this. So, for your sake, villainize me. I'm the individual on YouTube. I'm the guy on YouTube making fun of your social anxiety, saying it's your fault, it's your responsibility. Fight me. Or prove me wrong when I say that you can beat social anxiety by focusing on other people rather than on yourself. When you want to feel at ease around other people, you focus on making other people feel at ease around you. Think about it. What goes through your head when you're socially anxious? When that anxiety feeling kind of hits you, what is going through your head? You're thinking, how do I act nonchalant? How do I make this person like me? How do I make this person respect me? You're thinking too much about you. It's all about me. Instead, how about you shift that focus onto the other person? How do I make this other individual feel calm? How do I make that other individual feel happy? How do I make that other individual feel like they're respected? That shifts the focus off on you, where you're overly self-conscious and you're constantly judging yourself and you're front-loading your brain with all this work in order to just keep your image maintained, in order to keep that mask up. Instead of front-loading your brain with all of that kind of effort, how about you put the effort into someone else and see how your brain responds then? It's not because you're projecting an image, that is what's causing your anxiety. Rather, it's because your brain is just fuzzed, right? It's been short-circuited. There's too much stuff going on there. You're thinking about, how are you going to make them respect me? How am I going to hold up this nonchalant kind of attitude? How am I going to make them like me? How am I going to do this, that? And you basically go into a form of analysis paralysis. That's what you want to avoid. You know, and I know, there are people who can well maintain their image, project strength, project a certain amount of dominance. And of course it can be fake, but they can still perfect it very well. So it's not necessarily you holding up a certain kind of persona or you holding up a certain kind of image that's causing you social anxiety. Rather, it's because you're putting your brain through all of that work. So when you shift your attention from what's happening over here and in here onto something else, you're focused on a task. Now your attention is going towards a task. You're not going in a loop. You're not going in a circuit, constantly assessing what's about you, what's not about you. And the best return on investment task, that ROI task that you can get, is to make someone else feel comfortable. Because if you make someone else feel comfortable, they'll be grateful to you. And you know, when someone thanks you or someone compliments you, the same dopamine receptors fire in your brain. And that's what makes you feel good. So if someone else enjoys your company, you know that they like you simply because you've just made their time comfortable, made their time enjoyable with you. You're going to feel good about it as well. And trust me, that gratefulness, that gratitude you get from other people, that appreciation you get from other people, it's like morphine. It's a drug, basically. Why do you think people are addicted to getting compliments? Why do you think people are addicted to getting validation? Simply because it's kind of a drug. So next time you feel a little bit socially anxious, when you feel like so much stuff is going through your head and you're overthinking, especially in social situations or in public, right? If you lock yourself up in your house and you don't talk to anybody, you will have this kind of weird feeling, that weird kind of stress when you go out and see normal human beings. Right, they won't feel it because they've just been interacting with people all these last 2 weeks. But if you lock yourself up in your own castle and you build walls around you, give it 2 weeks, you'll start acting weird. So when you get that feeling and you start feeling socially anxious, you can either shut off. Some people shut off. Some people start to talk. And they try to just bring as much information out from them as possible. It's just verbal diarrhea. Instead of going in on either of those paths, going inside your head and staying inside there, or just verbal diarrhea, how about you just be present and just notice what's going on around you. Stay in the present, appreciate the present, and stop yapping for a sec. And just chill. You will see that your cortisol levels will go lower, you will start feeling less stressed, you will start feeling more calm. And that's your baseline. That's your baseline where you operate from. The only rule I basically want you to understand from this video is that humans are social animals. We are not introverts or extroverts. Don't fall for this propaganda where they want to kind of keep us divided and categorize us. You are not an introvert and you are not an extrovert. You are human. Human require social interaction. And that's all you need. Period.